Dear students, myself Sushil Tiwari. Today we are going to discuss about rationalization. This is the most important topic in the number systems. How can we rationalize a number? We discuss this topic with some examples, then we generalize the concept of this rationalization. Suppose that we have a number 1 by square root a. We want to rationalize this number. The concept of rationalization depend on the basis of a rational number. We define the denominator of the given number in the frame of a rational number. How can we define? We know two things. First one is, if we multiply numerator or denominator of the same number, then the value of the given number doesn't change. It means we find the equivalent number of the given number, then the value of the given number does not change. Suppose that we have a number 1 by 2. We want to equivalent number of this. We multiply numerator and denominator by square root 2. Then we get this value square root 2 upon 2 root 2. This is equivalent to 1 by 2. And we know that square root 2 by 2 is equal to 1. These two things necessary to implies in this concept. Now we multiply numerator and denominator by square root a. We get square root a multiplied by square root a is equal to this become square root a, and square root a multiplied square root a is equal to a. We know this value. Suppose that we want to rationalize 1 by square root 2. How can we rationalize this value? We multiply numerator by root 2 and denominator by root 2. We have to get square root 2 by 2. In this case, denominator is a rational number. This is the concept of rationalization. We want to change denominator in the form of a rational number. Numerator कुछ भी हो सकता है, बट डिनोमिनेटर जो है वह आपका रेशनल नंबर होना चाहिए. ये केस होती है रेशनलाइजेशन की. ओके, नाउ वी डिस्कस सम अदर वैल्यूज. सपोज दैट द गिवन नंबर इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ 1 by a plus square root b. How can we rationalize? In this case, we change the sign of this number a minus square root b. We multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of this number, then we get a rationalized number. इसका कहने का मतलब क्या है कि इसका हम कॉन्जुगेट निकालते हैं. तो कॉन्जुगेट एक वर्ड है जिसे समझना ज़रूरी है. कॉन्जुगेट का मतलब क्या होता है कि जो भी नंबर आपके पास होगा उस नंबर का जो फ्रेम है उसमें जो साइन यूज होता है, तो टू नंबर्स के बीच में जो साइन यूज होता है उसको हम चेंज कर देते हैं. मीन्स प्लस को माइनस बना देते हैं, माइनस को प्लस बना देते हैं, यही कॉन्सेप्ट होता है। तो इसका कॉन्जुगेट क्या होगा, ये प्लस फॉर्म में है तो इसका कॉन्जुगेट माइनस फ्रेम में हो जाएगा। अच्छा, ये कॉन्सेप्ट हम क्यों लाते हैं ये भी जान लीजिए। हमें एक आइडेंटिटी पता है, क्या आइडेंटिटी है, वी नो डैट x प्लस वाई मल्टीप्लाइड बाई x माइनस वाई इज इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस वाई स्क्वायर। इस आइडेंटिटी के थ्रू ये वैल्यू जो भी हो, हमें इससे कुछ नहीं फ़र्क पड़ता है, लेकिन ये वैल्यू जो होती है वो रेशनल नंबर बन जाती है, ये डिफाइन करता है। अगर ये रूट के फ्रेम में है तो ये रेशनल नंबर दे देगा। अब जैसे इसे हम इस पर अप्लाई अगर करें, इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करें तो क्या होगा, a प्लस स्क्वायर रूट बी इंटू ए माइनस स्क्वायर रूट बी, तो क्या होगा a स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर, मीन्स स्क्वायर रूट b का स्क्वायर करेंगे तो a स्क्वायर माइनस बी। ये वैल्यू मिलेगी कि नहीं मिलेगी। तो ये जो वैल्यू मिलती है ये एक रेशनल नंबर को रिप्रेजेंट करती है। सो वी मल्टीप्लाई न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर बाई a माइनस स्क्वायर रूट बी, a माइनस स्क्वायर रूट बी। वी हैव टू गेट दिस वैल्यू, 1 multiplied by this we get a minus square root b upon this value becomes a square minus b. It is very simple, it is clear. Now let us think another frame of the number. Suppose that the given number is in the form of 1 by square root a plus square root b. Now we multiply numerator and denominator by square root a minus square root b upon square root a minus square root b. क्या होगा, ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर, और इधर इसमें 1 से मल्टीप्लाई होगा तो वही हो जाएगा स्क्वायर रूट ए माइनस स्क्वायर रूट बी अपान, इसका स्क्वायर करेंगे तो क्या होगा, ए, इसका स्क्वायर करेंगे बी का तो क्या हो जाएगा बी। यहाँ लिख भी सकते हैं सिंस स्क्वायर रूट ए होल स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू ए, स्क्वायर रूट बी होल स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू बी। It is very simple. So this type of rationalization we use to define the value of the given number. In this case, the denominator is a rational number and numerator is any number, any real number. We don't consider about numerator. We always consider in rationalization form denominator. We change denominator in rational number. So we use the concept of rationalization. Now we discuss exercise 1.5 in class 9th. First question says that classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. In this question we want to classify the given numbers is rational or irrational. Suppose that first question 2 minus square root 5. First question, first 2 minus square root 5. We know that if we add, subtract a rational number with irrational number, we have to get a irrational number. 2 is rational and square root 5 is irrational. So the resultant value is irrational. It means this number is irrational. Now in second question 3 plus square root 23 bracket close minus square root 23. First we open this bracket and solve this problem. When we open bracket, 3 plus square root 23 minus square root 23, we get this value becomes 0 and we get 3. 3 is a rational number. So the given number is a rational number. Now we discuss question number 3. 2 root 7 upon 7 into square root 7. 2 into root 7 upon 7 into root 7. In this case, this value cancel. We have to get 2 by 7. Both are integers, so it is a rational number. It is clear? 1 by root 2. In question number 4, 1 by square root 2. This is the first case. 1 is integer or rational number. Square root 2 is irrational number. So when we rationalize, the given number is also irrational number. How? We multiply numerator and denominator by root 2. We have to get square root 2 upon 2. This is the irrational number. So this number is irrational number. In the last question says 2 into pi. We know that pi is a irrational number and 2 is a rational number. When we multiply rational with irrational, we have to get irrational number. So this number is irrational number. It is clear? This is the first question. In first question, the concept of rational and irrational we have defined with the help of results. The results are when we add or subtract a rational number with irrational number, we have to get always irrational number. In the second case, when we multiply a rational number with irrational number, we have to get an irrational number. And the third concept, when we divide a rational number by irrational number, we have to get this value is always irrational number. This is the concept. And we know that when we multiply, divide, add and subtract a rational with irrational, then the result is irrational. It is not always happen. How? When we multiply a irrational number with a irrational number, we get rational or irrational. It is not necessary to define a irrational number. We have to get this number will be rational or irrational. For an example, suppose that when we multiply root 2 by square root 8, then or square root 2, then we get 2. Both are irrational. The resultant value is rational. When we multiply root 2 multiplied by root 3, we have to get square root 6. Both are irrational and the resultant value is always irrational. In this case, the numbers are different. The numbers are different. In this case, we always get an irrational number. It is clear? Now we discuss question number 2. In second question, 3 plus square root 3 multiplied by 2 plus square root 2. We open this bracket with the law of distributive. We know that when we multiply a plus b with c plus d, we have to get a multiplied by c plus d plus b multiplied by c plus d. This is the concept of distributive law. We apply again distributive law concept, a multiplied by c and a multiplied by d. Here b multiplied by c, b multiplied by d. Similarly, we define this value. This is a, this is b, this is c, this is d. We multiply 3 by 2 plus square root 2 plus square root 3 by 2 plus square root 2. Now again apply distributive law of multiplication. 3 multiplied by 2, 3 2 is 6. 3 multiplied by square root 2, 3 into square root 2. Square root 3 multiplied by 2, 2 square root 3. We know that multiplication always follow the concept of commutative law. Square root 3 multiplied by square root 2. Now we add these two values, square root 2 here and square root 3 here. These two values are be added? No, because the square root form of the given number are not same. So we denote these two numbers additive. Now we know that square root a into square root b is equal to square root a into b. So we multiply 2 with 3, 3 2 is 6. This is the expanded form of the given number. It is clear? Now we want to describe second question, 3 plus square root 3, 3 minus square root 3. In second question, 3 plus square root 3 multiplied by 3 minus square root 3. We know that identity x plus y into x minus y is equal to x square minus y square. We apply this identity on this multiplication. 3 square minus square root 3 square. We have to get 3 3 is 9. Here square root 3 square is 3. We have to get this number will become 6. It is a rational and these two numbers are separately irrational. So we know that when we multiply rational with rational, we have to get rational. When we multiply irrational with irrational, we have to get rational or irrational. Here this concept represents a rational number. It is clear? In third question, square root 5 plus square root 2 whole square. Third question, square root 5 plus square root 2 whole square. We know that identity a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now apply this identity on this number. A square means square root 5 whole square plus 2 into a means square root 5 into b means square root 2 plus b square means square root 2 whole square. Now square root 5 whole square means 5. 2 square root 5 multiplied by square root 2, we know that 5 2s are 10, square root 10, and square root 2 square is 2. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. 7 plus 2 into square root 10. It is an irrational number, and this is also an irrational number. In the last question, question number 4, said that square root 5 multiplied square root 5 minus square root 2 multiplied by square root 5 plus square root 2. In this case, a plus b and a minus b. Here we know that x plus y into x minus y is equal to x square plus y square. We apply this identity here. We have to get square root 5 whole square minus square root 2 whole square. We have to get 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. This is our answer. It is clear.